How's it going, everyone? Thanks for joining me again, me and Poppy. Just having a walk around just at the spot where we're going to camp, checking things out. But yeah, we've been hiking along this river for a little while today, probably about 3 or 4 hours now, and the day's getting on a little bit and I need to really find somewhere to camp and get set up before it starts raining, which is forecast later today and tonight. But yeah, I've just been looking at a few different spots I found on Google Earth, checking them out as we go along this stream. I was hoping the stream was going to be a bit deeper as well because I got my fishing gear with me, but looking at it, it's too shallow to do any fishing, so I might have to give that a miss this trip. And my plan was to hopefully do a tarp shelter on one of these little beaches, but to be honest, I've been struggling to find somewhere to make that work. So what I'm going to do, thankfully I brought my hammock with me, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in here. There's a couple of trees just behind me here. I'm going to clear those out a little bit and get my hammock up in there and use that tonight. So there is a few midges flying around already now as well, so it'd be nice to get in the hammock tonight and keep out of the way of those, especially when the wind dies down. But yeah, I'm going to set my hammock up in a second, and then I'm going to get some firewood collected for a fire out here on the beach tonight. I'm going to cook some food up and then just sit out and enjoy this this beautiful scene we've got out here. Already seen a few deer today as well on the way in. I just spooked one not long ago, just further up the river here. So hopefully we'll see a few more of those tonight as well, and maybe in the morning as well. But yeah, should be a good camp this, beautiful location, say up in Scotland, and yeah, really looking forward to getting settled in now for the evening, so I'll bring you guys back in a little while. So yeah, camp's not looking too bad this time round. It's got my tarp rigged up there in a diamond configuration. Took me a little bit longer to set it up than I would have liked, to be honest, but the wind picked up a little bit, so that didn't help. And also some of these trees here are quite overgrown, so I had to clear some of that away before I could get the tarp in there and make that work. And also some of the bushes down here on the ground, I cleared some of those away slightly as well, just so the hammock wasn't catching on anything. I don't want some of the trees to punch a hole in my tarp or my hammock. So yeah, cleared that away a little bit, spent a bit of time doing that, then got the hammock set up. It's my Superlight version frontline hammock with my under blanket and my 3x3 ultralight tarp above me as well. So yeah, fairly pleased with the setup. Just been in there with Poppy for a little bit, make sure we're both nice and comfortable. What I'm going to do now is quickly run around and get some firewood gathered up. Should be fairly easy on this trip, to be honest. There's a load of these dry dead trees and branches here, quite small, so I'll just go around and collect a load of this and get some bigger pieces as well. Just to have a nice fire on the beach, sit by tonight and cook some tea up and that sort of thing. So yeah, There's also plenty of bracken as well through the tree line over there, so I'll go and get some of that to get the fire going. I think I'll try and use my flint and steel on this trip. And yeah, let's get that all ready, and then we can just chill out and settle in for the evening then when everything's done. So I think we'll get a fire going later on before we cook some tea up and sit and relax and take the views in. So it's still a bit too early to light the fire. It's around about 5 o'clock. It doesn't get dark till around about 9:30 maybe. So maybe an hour or two I'll get the fire going. But for now I'm just going to make a quick coffee using my stove. And on this trip I brought my BCB stove again. Just going to use it, light this up now, throw some water and enjoy a cup of coffee for a little while. So I've just knocked up a quick pot hanger. I've just got a wire branch which I've buried into the beech there with some stones around the base of it to support that. And then I've got the long branch here, which is the main arm of the pot hanger. And yeah, very crude, just wanted something pretty quick and simple. And all I'm going to do now is cut a little notch in here so the bail arm of my cooking pot's got somewhere to sit and it won't slide down this branch when it's over the fire. So yeah, I'm going to do this now. Just use my folding saw, cut halfway into it, and use my knife just to say remove a bit of wood, enough just for say for the bail arm of my cooking pot to sit in. Once I've done that, I think I'm pretty much ready to light the fire. Getting quite hungry now, so yeah, pretty keen to get the fire lit, get some embers built up and start cooking some tea. Tonight I've got a steak to have and some instant mashed potato to go with that, so yeah, looking forward to it. Got that beer as well chilling in the stream. So like I say, I'm getting quite hungry now, so it'll be nice just to get this done, get the fire lit, and then yeah, we can chill out, enjoy some food and a nice cold beer. So Poppy's just having a tea. I'm going to get the fire lit now. Hopefully you're going to give the flint and steel a go. So I've got some bracken there, I've also got some dry grass in my pocket which I collected as well. So hopefully between the two of them and some of this dry wood we should get a fire going. So hopefully I'm going to land a spark from my say flint and bit of steel onto some char cloth, put the char cloth into my dry grass bundle there, and hopefully we'll get that burning into flames and get the fire going. So let's give this a go. Use my expedition research grill on this trip. So I've got a steak to cook, so I'm just going to put this on the fire now and let it warm up a little bit. It's a pretty nice meal that, nice and full now anyway, and I've just been sat enjoying that for a little bit and drinking my beer as well, which I've actually left half of it, so I'm going to enjoy the other half tonight sat by the fire. So the sun is quite high in the sky still at the minute, and it's going to probably dip behind the mountains there in about half an hour or so, so I'll restoke the fire then and sit and enjoy that beer by the fire later tonight. But yeah, the temperature's dropped a little bit, so I've changed into my down coat and just been around camp packing things away, getting ready for tonight really, making sure my rubbish is packed up and that sort of thing. And yeah, just been exploring the area a little bit with Poppy. And I've noticed on this beach here there's quite a few lumps of quartz stone, and I read somewhere before that you can use quartz the same way as you would with the flint, a lump of flint with the steel striker what I used earlier on, to create a spark and get a fire going that way. So it's something I've never tried before, but I've just been messing around with it and I've been pretty happy with the results really. I just wanted to quickly show you guys for anyone's not seen it before. So yeah, you just use it the same way, steel striker, create a nice edge on it, and then yeah, just creates quite a few sparks. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, but I'm pretty sure I'd be able to land a spark from that onto a bit of char cloth or whatever. So yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting and worth sharing with you guys. If anyone's never seen that before, or anyone who can't access to get a piece of flint, then quartz is probably a good option as well. So I'm going to keep this in my tinder bag. Might use it in the morning to get the fire going, and depending on the weather, because it is forecast to be quite wet tonight and in the morning. So if the rain does come over, then I won't use this to get the fire going. I'll just keep it in my tinder bag for a future trip that I take it on and use it then. But yeah, pretty interesting. I'm going to mess around with this a little bit while longer, then get the fire relit and sit by that for a few hours before we call it the night in a little while. Good morning everyone. Woke up to an absolutely beautiful day today. Nice and calm. Lots of bird noise around camp, which was nice to listen to this morning in the hammock. And we just laid in there for a little while, enjoying that and hoping to spot some wildlife. But yeah, it was time to get up, so I've just come down to the beach. Brought a few bits with me to make some breakfast and boil some water. But yeah, last night we got quite a bit of rain, so everything's quite damp around camp, so I'm not going to bother trying to make a fire. I'm just going to use my small stove to boil the water that I need for a coffee and some instant oats. But yeah, pretty keen for this cup of coffee. I'm going to boil the water in a second and do that first. But yeah, pretty cold morning today. It looks like it's going to be a nice day actually when the sun comes up. But yeah, quite cold at the minute away from camp and outside the sleeping bag. So I'm pretty keen to get some warm breakfast into me and a hot drink. So we'll do that now. Enjoy that for a little while this morning in camp before we start thinking about taking camp down and start the hike back out of here. So it's been about an hour since I spoke to you last. I enjoyed my breakfast and then I noticed some of these dark clouds coming over. It looked like it's going to rain, so I was pretty keen to get camp packed away. So I've got my tarp still up, but I'll put my hammock away and all my gear in my bag so it's all ready to go in case the heavens do open. But so I have left the tarp to last so I can get under there still for a bit of shelter for me and Poppy if it does start raining while I'm finishing tidying up. But what I'm going to do next is get rid of this fire pit that I've got on the beach here. Obviously I want to make sure I leave no trace, so I'm going to get rid of that. Once I've done that I'm going to go back over to the tarp, take that down, get everything else packed in my bag, and then we can start hiking out of here. I've got a decent hike back to the car, so I'm pretty keen to get going while the weather's pretty decent. Last night I didn't bother drying my boots off by the fire because I knew I was going to have to do a few more river crossings this morning, so I thought I might as well leave them get wet, and I've just got some neoprene socks on that I changed into last night, so my feet are nice and dry and warm still. But yeah, we'll get tidied up now, and I'll bring you back just as we're about ready to start hiking out of here. So it looks like we managed to beat the rain. Camp's all packed down and in my backpack here ready to start hiking out of here. But yeah, the midges are they're kicking up a little bit when the wind dies down, so I am pretty keen to get going. But yeah, beautiful location to camp, and yeah, I had a great night last night just chilling out around here and exploring this area. So Poppy just in front of me here, she's got a backpack on ready to go. And yeah, I just wanted to finish the video off by saying thanks a lot for watching. We both really appreciate it as always. If you did like the video, then please give us a thumbs up. Or if you've got any comments, any questions, drop them in the comment section below and I'll try my best to get back to you. Yeah, and if you're new to the channel as well and you like what you see, then please consider hitting the subscribe button as well. And it'll help me grow the channel as much as possible. But yeah, for now, that's pretty much it from us, and we both hope to see you on the next video.